Hello, Tiger sports fans. Welcome back to another episode of Tiger Sports Nation. I'm Gray Collins.
And I'm Francisco Vila. We had another busy weekend, but before we get to that, our very own Joey Webster meant to sit down for a few minutes with Kyle Callahan from the DePauw baseball team.
Hi, I'm Joey Webster here with the first baseman for the DePauw baseball team, Kyle Callahan. Kyle, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me, Joe.
The first thing I want to ask you is, I know we're about midway through the season at this point. How do you think the first half of the season's gone for the team so far?
Yeah, I think it's going pretty well. We've played about 22 games. We're 10-12. We're just kind of getting in the heat of conference play right now. And we've played some good competition. We've played teams like North Central and Baldwin-Wallace, both really good teams. And we've held our own against them. And I'm excited to see what the rest of the season holds.
Awesome. And what are some of the goals that the team has and had at the beginning of the year, and now as the season's gone on, how is the team progressing towards those goals, would you say?
I'd say pretty good. Our big goal is to reach the NCAC tournament. Right now in conference play, we're 3-3, and we have like 12 to 14 games left. But I think the way we've been playing, the way we've been hitting the ball, the way we've been pitching the ball, we've got a really good shot to make that goal happen.
Awesome. And you mentioned the 3-3 start to the conference play. Having seen a few teams so far, I think it's been 3 teams that you guys have played against. Who or how would you say the conference is shaping up this year?
It's been crazy. We played Worcester and Denison so far, both usually 1 and 2 in the conference. Denison is, I think, undefeated right now. Worcester, however, is like 3-3. And so right now the conference is kind of up for grabs. Wabash is winless in conference, which we love to see. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I think it's kind of up for grabs, and if we keep playing well, I know we can make it in that top 4 and make it to the NCAC tournament.
Cool. And the last thing I'd ask you, I know you've talked about the goals for the team making the NCAC tournament, the tough conference that the team has to face this year. What would you say that you think the team has to do or improve on or keep doing in order to make that goal happen?
Well, so far this year, I think our strength is hitting. We've been smashing the ball, and we try to make it hard for any pitcher to come in and get through our lineup, and I think we've been doing a good job of doing that. Something to improve upon, I would say, is our pitching. And they're starting to find their stride. We've got guys like Joe Runnels, Mike Vallone, who have been doing a great job. And our bullpen has really been stepping up too. And I have all the faith in the world that they're going to start picking it up a little bit. And when they do that, we're going to be a dangerous team.
Cool. Well, Kyle, thank you for being here. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thanks, Joey.
Thanks, Kyle, for taking the time to come and speak with us about how the baseball season is going so far.
The spring sports team had a busy weekend with 7 different teams in action.
First off, the women's and men's tennis teams both played Denison at home this weekend. Both teams sadly fell, with the men losing by a score of 8-1 and the women by a score of 9-0.
The men's and women's outdoor track and field teams both competed at the Huntsman Family Invitational at Wabash College. The men finished 5th out of 6 teams, and the women finished off a very impressive meet by finishing 1st out of 5 teams. Great win, ladies.
The men's golf team competed at the Nye Intercollegiate at Worcester College, where they managed to finish 4th out of 9 teams.
DePauw's baseball team played 2 games this past Sunday, both against Oberlin College, Yeoman winning both games 7-3 and 16-10 respectively.
And to wrap up our weekend recap, the men's and women's lacrosse teams are both in action. The men's lacrosse team suffering a tough loss as they fell at home to the Kenyon Lords 15-5. The women's team went away to the Ohio Wesleyan Battling Bishops, where they had a resounding victory, winning 12-6.
That is all the time we have for today's episode of Tiger Sports Nation. I'm Francisco Vila.
And I'm Gray Collins. And as always,
Roll
Tigs.